Brandon Clinton Smith.
Daniel Lee Linneberry II.
Fallen with my husband, Alvin Elgeron Boatwright.
Sean Dante Sykes.
My friend, Mark Christopher Wells.
And my daddy, Edward Fred Dixon III.
It is right, as Jan Scruggs noted, that we gather to read the names who have fallen from our most recent wars at this wall. Whether they patrolled the jungles of Vietnam, the streets of Fallujah, or the mountain paths of the Korengal Valley, they are the quiet heroes who served and who died in the service of something greater than themselves, the service of their country.
My son, Adam Scott.
My son, Christopher Tiff, he hated that, Stone Cipher.
The first moms that I met were Vietnam-era moms, and they imparted an amazing gift of knowledge about how they have lived their lives and how they took the dark and turned it into some positive energy by volunteering for the veterans. So they have been gracious to share their monument with us and to include us in all the activities. So it's a natural extension for us to be here with the Vietnam veterans. So we gravitate here, and they take such good care of us.
William River Emanuel IV.
Michael Ross Stallman.
Thank God for these men and women of the armed forces who again, this generation, step forward to defend us. So the 58,000 names on the Vietnam Wall give witness to us reaching out to embrace this latest generation that's in service.
Kenneth Wayne Hendrickson.
And in memory of my loving husband and best friend, Tyler James Smith.
Whether the names of the fallen are etched on this wall behind me or are spoken today, their spirit, their lives, each live on. We will never forget them. We must not forget them.
Marlon Andres Bustamante.
My son, Matthew Thomas Abate.
And let us, in the course of the ceremony and the speaking of their names, remind ourselves that the greatness that lived in them resides in all of us. They have honorably borne the legacy and heritage of those veterans who have served and gone before, and may their courage and sacrifice live on in us and those who will come after. May we honor them not just in our words and their names, but in our deeds.
Crystal Marie Fitz.
And my husband, Omar Aceves Sr.
Among the names that I am reading today will be those who lost their lives in the first year, gave, as Abraham Lincoln said, the last full measure of devotion for our country, assigned to the 101st Airborne Division in 2003 and early 2004, when I was privileged to command.
Gregory Michael Frampton.
My son, Jacob Alexander Gasson.
I'm personally here because a good number of the men and women whose names are being read today worked for me for the almost 3 years that I was in Iraq. And it's an opportunity for me to honor their memory and ensure them, again, that we will never forget.
Todd James Labreco.
Francie Gonzalez Rodriguez.
Today, of course, most of all, is ensuring that the names that you heard today will be forever missed, but also ensuring that they will never, never be forgotten. It should be a time as well to say thank you to those individuals and those organizations who are helping us remember what it means to be an American hero.
Christopher Dale Henderson.
Andrew Martin Harper.
We heard all the names today, and I want all their loved ones to know that their lives will never be forgotten. They were brave individuals who answered when their nation was called upon them, and they've set an example of selflessness for the next generation. They were not lost in vain.
And my brother, Cody Lee Bryant.